job, and now it's their turn to make the other half. But you don't see anything, go and fight, take guns, and kill some IRGC. Nothing.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. We already know that.
I love that he's chilling on his couch and he's just like telling the people of Iran, go do it, go finish the job, you motherfuckers. Like badass shit. I love it. We did half the job. We blew him the fuck up. It's your turn. That's exactly fucking right.
The thing is, I've been saying this for the last 24 hours now. Israel gave them the sword to go ahead and cut the fucking head off of the snake, of the dragon, whatever you want to call it, and I don't think they're gonna do it, bro. I really don't think so. I don't see it happening.
The pussies.
Exactly.
They're not gonna try. Maor just got tired of them whenever they come to our room now. So he gets angry and say, why do we need to do the job for you, you fucking motherfuckers? You go and do it yourself.
Well, that's the problem, is that we keep expecting the people of the Middle East, the Muslim people, to rule themselves. They have always had an occupation to rule upon them, an empire to rule upon them. And that's what the IRGC currently is that imperial force that rules upon them. And that's what they want. They desire it, so that's what they need. The problem is we don't want to offer it, so it's impossible. I'm not sure what the solution actually is. We gotta give it to the Saudi.
לדעתי הם בגללך, בגלל לורן. מה, הגובים האלה? לא, בגלל שזה חדר ישראלי. יש פה ישראלים, אז הם באים, שווים. מה הם רוצים להגיד לנו? כמה שנים כבר אנחנו שומעים את הזכרים האלה? איראנים, הפרסים.
לא יכול לספור אותם.
אני אומר, תקשיב, בוא נעשה... כאילו, בעלייה לרגל, כולה, מה שקרה. אני אומר, תקשיב, יש לי רעיון מדהים. נפתח חדר, עושה צחוקים, נפתח חדר, נרשום ישראל versus איראן. one at a time. ונהיה כולנו צוות על הבא, וכל פעם נענה רק אחד, אחי.
רגע,
ויותר מזה נגיד.
נהרוס לו את הראש ונעים.
אתה רוצה להטריל אותך מהכותרת?
תטריל, תעשה משהו.
אפשר לעשות איזה כותרת של...
רק תעשו לי טובה שלא יהפוך להיות חדר אמריקאי שמדבר על פוטבול. אין לי כבר כוח לזה.
לא, פוטבול אני לא מבין.
לא, הם כל שנייה, אני לא מבין מה הם עושים, הם באים מתחילים לדבר לך על פוליטיקה וזה. אנחנו מספיק אמריקאים, מרגישים בנוח, להתחיל לדבר על סדרות.
פוליטיקה וסקס.
פוליטיקה אמריקאי, כל מיני דברים כאלה. זה לא אין בעיה. לכו לחדר אחר, תעשו את זה. כאילו, לא היום.
שוברים את השיניים, גם לילה, מאוחר, די, אין לנו פה.
די, אתה יודע, לא בא לנו כל היום לדבר אנגלית. כל היום פה מדבר אנגלית. זה פוסים שלהם אמריקאים.
10 שנים פה להם מדבר.
רק דניקוס, הוא הכי נורמלי פה.
רק לדניקוס.
ודוידה.
דני וג'יין.
היי דוידה.
Hello everyone.
What about me?
לא כוס אמא שלי.
אתה בסדר.
Harry, you understand more than I do, okay? I'm trying my best. I'm doing my Duolingo with my penciler courses, okay? So I understand just a little bit, not a lot. Penciler?
I understand the nouns. Pretty much nothing else.
Penciler, yeah.
Eitan teaches Hebrew classes on here. Is he here?
Eitan also teaches to be lefty. That's also what he teaches. To make peace with Palestinian.
Fuck that.
Ani, gets that Ifrit? That's all I know right now for the moment.
I can teach you something. Say, אני אוהבת בולבול גדול.
Very funny. No, I'm not saying that. אני אוהבת אותך Israel.
You can say אני אוהבת ישראל.
Oh, I'm not gonna say the bulbul one because I already know.
Bulbul gadol, strong penis. What?
No, חזק is strong.
דן.
גדול is...
Gadol is big.
המתקפה, אוי תסתמו כבר, המתקפה הבאה הולכת להיות גם עם המון טילים, והם הולכים להיות מכוונים בצורה מדויקת לדימונה ולקריה. שמע ישראל. מסתר.
Two were seriously injured among 20.
יש לו חודים ברמת גן.
איפה זה נפל ברמת גן?
לחודים.
אני לא יודע.
אתה יודע איפה? אני יודע איפה זה פגע
לא מצליח לזהות. תל אביב אני יודע, אבל אני לא מצליח לזהות ברמת גן.
אתה יודע איפה זה בתל אביב?
כן,
לאן בבית שלך?
לא, אבל אני אגיד לך בדיוק.
כיכר רבין.
לא.
צייתי.
לא, שני מגדלים, פגע במגדל.
פגע במגדל? איזה מגדל?
איפה שאתה יודע.
צייר איטלקי. אל תגיד את זה.
אוקיי, הבנתי.
אתה יודע מה, אתה מכיר את השניים האלה אחד ליד השני?
כן, וואלה. האמת זה ממש קרוב האמת זה, כן, זה נראה הגיוני לתמונות. איזה קטע, כמעט דירה בבניין זה פעם שזה היה בנייה, ולא היה לי כסף. בדמיונות שלי רציתי לקנות דירה בבניין הזה.
אז אתה גם בבניין עצמו?
פגע בבניין.
לא, לדעתי זה ליד.
לא, בבניין. אני שואל לך עכשיו ספר, כן.
אני לא יודע איפה.
מלא.
אני לא מזהה את המקום. מה שם יש לפרודים זה מגדל.
גם ברמת גן?
ברמת גן, במגדל ברמת גן יש לפרודים. כן, בקומות גבוהות זה מגדל. אז בקומות הגבוהות אני אקטירה.
It's crazy. There's a Democratic senator in America that's calling for the U.S. to give Israel anything it needs in support of its assault against Iran.
Is that
Crazy.
Senator Fetterman?
Yeah, it's crazy that he's a Democrat thing.
Tell me,
He didn't think the only logical.
Harry, you have anyone today in the, I would say, the leadership of America who have any sympathy to Iran?
Yes, yes, yeah, exactly.
ראיתי את הוידאו הזה. הוידאו הזה זה רמת גן, אבל זה לא... שנייה, וייט. הוידאו הזה זה רמת גן, זה לא תל אביב. אתה טועה. זה איפה שיש לחודים עכשיו ברמת גן, זה הבניין הזה.
כן?
כן, זה ברמת גן.
אוקיי, אז אני יודע איפה זה. בסדר, לא, כי מישהי שלחה לי, ועכשיו זה מסתדר לי, נכון.
Did something hit in Ramat Gan?
Yes. One big.
Is that the building you were talking about before?
That's right. People
לא, האישה אותו רצות
People are
קשה.
trapped.
Two severely injured. Out of point.
אין לנו וומן.
What do they mean by severely injured, though? Like, how bad is the injuries, you
I don't
know?
know. No. They say, in English they say, I'm not sure I trust it.
קריטיקל?
קשה.
לא.
קשה.
It's like easy.
No. Easy?
Critical is like they're going to die.
I don't know what's like the... It's the third level. קל, בינוני, קשה.
יש לנו קריטיקל.
Yeah, critical.
It's,
קריטיקל
Yeah, that
זה...
sounds like it's critical.
Critical's the worst.
Yeah, זה אנוש.
Are we triage? Are we learning?
What?
Triage.
What'd you say, Danny?
Triage?
מה רוצה זאת?
What about Trina? Trina's an emergency room, right?
That's how they sort people.
איתן כאן. חיפש את איתן.
You brought me in.
See, I say the name and they come. That's what happens. I do that.
Who comes?
I mentioned you, Eitan.
איתן, יש פה אנשים שרוצים ללמוד עברית, אז...
They are seriously injured. This is how it's called in the US.
Serious is before critical.
במזירת רמת גן.
Alright, so seriously, it's not necessarily life-threatening, but treatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
you
like
said they're
broken
trapped,
legs,
right?
broken arms, broken
Yeah.
bow.
The people in
ברמת גן, בזירה יש לחודים, כן.
people in my building's weapon group, they're asking if the windows are smashed because they're worried about their cats.
what about where you are? You
Now
okay?
you talk about locations or something?
No, not where the bombs landed, I think well, at this point, if everybody's
Yeah.
hearing it, it's already on the news.
Okay, because I heard someone say to avoid something, or talk about something.
Oh, yeah.
אחד המאשרים שיש לכלוך רדיואקטיבי איפה שהורדנו.
תגיד באנגלית.
לא רוצה
רגע,
לדבר
wait,
באנגלית.
Nicholas will understand. רגע, מה אמרת?
The IDF confirms that it was a nuclear site where we bombed.
And
Radioactive.
there's nuclear waste in the area. Saba confirmed it, not the IDF.
Oh, sorry.
איזה שם? אני לא מבינה על מה אתה מדבר.
סוכנות האנרגיה האטומית הבינלאומית,
נו.
אז הם אישרו שיש לכלוך רדיואקטיבי באזור שם.
איזה אזור?
באחד מהמתקנים שפגענו בהם.
באיראן. אוקיי. אם אנחנו מדברים על נפילות פה בארץ, פתאום אומרים את זה, חשבתי שאולי
סבא
באחד
אישרו
הנפילות
שבמתקן ההעשרה גרעינית שפגענו באיראן, יש לכלוך רדיואקטיבי.
אוקיי.
יש אינדיקציות לכלוך רדיואקטיבי.
היי חברים.
מה שבאמה?
זה לא מה שלך, זה לא.
איפה, אינסטגרם?
כן.
למה הם צורכים פה משוגעים מאחורה?
Rate me on a scale from 1 to 10, but first, take a
זה
good
הצלחה
look.
רצינית שם, כאילו מישהו...
Why 3? That was rude.
חנן. לי. כן. Holy shit. What the hell was that yelling? Is that somebody yelling who's making the video?
It's not yelling, it's moaning. Moaning?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Moaning.
It looks like July 4th. It's creepy.
חנה, ראית סרטון?
אין בעיה.
Originally in the
I'm
first
watching
script,
one
when
of
he
the
didn't have
live
any
feeds of
dialogue
Tehran, and it looks like
he was an animated character throughout the picture. But then when we
It looks like they're
rewrote the
finding cameras
script,
in the
and
room.
we had quite a bit of
Finding
dialogue
cameras in
for
what?
explanatory
The live
reasons.
feeds in
And so
Tehran,
we
it looks
used
like
a
the
new
IRS
actor, we
is
used
finding
Neil
them and
McCarthy,
removing them. I see
who
the
had a
Torah
very
coming
strong
towards the live
face
feed now.
as a basis,
Wow.
and Colin Arthur
Where's Dan? Dan
Colin
or
Arthur was
something?
made
They're
up on
recording,
him
but they
to make
hide
him
all
look
over the
like
place.
the small
Yeah.
character that was animated. It was very important that there was an alteration
Dan?
between the animated character and the
What he's saying is that, like, if they're coming in,
action with the animated character, so that you actually saw this animated character with a tail and a cloven hoof.
I asked you, are you still seeing the,
And that was quite a difficult
are you
scene
still seeing things flying
to
over
match
where you are?
every frame so that it looked like they were struggling in the swamp.
Missiles on Israel.
Originally,
I will not see anything.
Yeah, I have both Iran and Israel feed up at the same time. I'm trying to watch both countries. I'm expecting that Israel probably will retaliate. I don't see why they...
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't worry.
We didn't even start yet. Let me tell you that.
Oh no, it's just the beginning of the operation. They're about to find out. It's FAFO.
Oh, yeah.
Iran today in the morning they said that they're going to announce that this is a war. They didn't do it yet.
Like World War III or war Iran on Israel like it hasn't been?
Israel, Iran, I don't know, just a war.
And that's starting on October 7th.
I was wondering if this war starts, does this count as World War III, or do we need one more participant country? Is it like it, or is it that?
No, it's not going to be if it's only Israel and Iran, no, but I'm sure that there's going to be a bigger mess.
Like what?
So
Who do you think's gonna get involved?
More countries, more countries. Arab countries, then they will go against each other and then against us, and it's going to be a mess. This is going to be a third world.
צה"ל, שני המטחים שילמו מאיראן פחות מ-100 טילים ורובם יורטו.
I mean, it's Pakistan, India, Iran, Israel, Ukraine, Russia. I'm not sure. I mean, that's a large war front line that goes from north to south.
A lot more than
Say it again.
India, Pakistan, Israel, Iran, Russia, Ukraine. So that's a line that goes 1,000 miles south, just a war front.
There's much more than
Keeps
that.
people busy. There's a lot of nuclear weapons involved in this thing, so on nuclear warheads at least.
If it's not World War III, then if World War III does happen, this will be the beginning of World War III. So it determines if we have it or not.
What mentioned Australia and New Zealand?
There is much more wars that in the world going on right now that you're not aware of. In Africa, there's so many, and
You're right. Those are just conflict. I mean, between like the main Axis powers and NATO allies.
well, Israel and Palestine is also a conflict, but it became a war, so everything can happen. I believe that this is the beginning of the third war. Definitely. Mark my word.
Yeah, I think once China and the U.S. get involved, that's it. That's determination at that point.
The guy on an island, the bad thing guy on an island. At this point,
שמתי להם לקראת שתי האוזניות באוזניים, ופתאום נהיה לי כזה, לא שמעתי את הסביבה שלי, אז חשבתי שהלך לי החשמל. זה מבלבל אותך. למה אני יודעת? אני אעשה.
לא שתית, אומליה.
מים.
שאתה
מדי.
לא שתיתי כלום היום. איפה מאור? איפה אמנון?
איך זה לראות את זה מרחוק?
תשמע, ראיתי את זה בשמיים, אתה יודע. רואים את זה כאן.
מה הוא אמר? באמת שראית את זה.
כן, אחי, ראיתי קצת חשיבות קצצים בשמיים. תראה, בוא, אני אתן את זה מאוד קל, כן? בפעם הקודמת שהם יראו, זה היה באפריל, מתי זה היה, הייתי באיזה מקום על החוף, עם חברים, וראינו את הטילים האלה יורדים לכיוון ישראל.
What up, James?
אז אחרי כמה דקות, פתאום אני רואה...
They're the ones that are funding. Man, they're the ones that are telling Qatar to go fund the Hamas.
I'm talking about Hezbollah.
Yeah, no, really. I don't think they want a regime change in Iran because so long as that regime is there, they use it to convince the Saudis to like team up together or whatever the fuck. They use it as like the boogeyman in the area.
Yes, it's a good argument, but I think they would be pushing for like a sort of collapse of that regime at least. Yeah, in the same sense they did it to Saddam.
No, Saddam was a genuine threat.
Saddam was no genuine threat.
Yes, he was.
I don't think Iran is a genuine threat to the Arabs in general, but no, I do genuinely believe.
No, to Israel, not to the Arabs.
No, yeah, to the Israelis, they are also a threat to some extent, not as much as Saddam. But nevertheless, they want to see a collapse of that state, which they see is actually highly, in some sense, in contrast to many of the Arab countries, actually doing something, like in terms of nuclear energy, in terms of science, in terms of weapon, making weapons and whatnot.
Yeah, but they don't want an actual regime change. They just want the regime to be
Want a regime, that they made it very clear to America multiple times that yes, we want a regime change in Iran. They want...
I don't believe it.
And they wanted, yeah, but Adam, they also wanted to happen through like like in a certain destructive way. يعني, they basically they would appreciate a civil war happening in Iran, or essentially appreciate the minorities seeking independence from Iran, especially the ones in Ahwaz, for example, the Arabs and whatnot, or the Azeris, because those areas are very, very rich in resources and contain some of the important nuclear sites for Iran. So these are things that Israel would kind of dream about, because that would mean weakening Iran to a great extent that they would just forget about like trying to rival Israel or trying to like develop weapons and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but then you lose your bookie, man. How do you keep the Khadijis on your side?
Because the U.S. needs America in blind them. The Khadijis need America far more than America needs them.
Yeah, that's true, but the Khadijis won't lead America as much without an Iraq there.
Yes, but regardless, the fact is, if Israel gets rid of Iran, Saudi Arabia says, oh, we want to make war with jihad, or make a jihad against Israel.
Well, no, I'm not saying that they're going to go to that extent, but they're going to be more independent. They're not going to need to spend as much on the military. They can spend more on developing their own infrastructure. This is all bad for Israel.
Yeah, but as long as they just develop infrastructure, right?
I'm talking about like nuclear infrastructure as well.
Okay, I mean, yes, but if that were the case, it would probably be just, I mean, this is really Israel's end goal. This is the only way it can survive. Regime change after regime change after regime change. So, the real question with Israel, how long is the American public willing to fund regime change after regime change after regime change? Are they willing to do it forever? I say probably not.
I think they have 2 more generations at the most.
If even this whole extreme reaction, it's not really anything on the Iranian side that's extreme. They're not really going to do much more than they've always done. It's the Israeli reaction that's extreme, because they feel that their time is ticking. That the days of America supporting regime change after regime change might soon be numbered, if even they already.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I still think that they want to keep the Iranian regime in charge. They just want them severely beaten. Right? So not be able to do certain things, but still be around to at least pretend to be a threat to the Gulf. Like
They'll just create another threat.
The thing is too.
What's the other thing? Show Ahmed al-Shari'ani? I mean, yeah, maybe Turkey, but Turkey is harder to create a threat out of because they're a NATO country.
The thing is too, the reason why Israel's not going full out war and destroying the.
E a velha é a fórmula para fazer o relacionamento. Tá certo. Eu acho que tem.
As black people.
Oh, you away all here.
What? I'm gonna take an unemployment. Created a situation of warfare where you are literally violating these people's civil rights.
Too many skunks on the app.
Sure.
Да, non te quito se as soon as you start.
עם המיקרופון פתוח הפרה.
Oh shit, I know. Don't tell me out here.
סבבה.
As when you started talking about, oh my god, turn your music, Michael.
Thank you.
Then she started shouting to you.
You're off, I'm such an idiot.
מקצועית.
סטייה? אותי? אני אפילו לא יודעת מה זה סטייה, סורי עברות. כי אתה דיברת עליי, לא?
לא, דיבר על
ג'יילו?
למה אתה עובד עם שוק אמריקאי?
לא.
יש לך אומץ, יש לנו חלויות על אמריקה. די, רוס, מה קרה? לשחק, ברגע כל הזמן אתה רוצה לשחק 10:52 בלילה כפרה? מה השיגעון? a Frenchie that woke up and wants to play, doesn't care about anything. Up until not too long ago, we had 2 dogs. Other dogs already knew that they're moving back. And he's bold as fuck on his own.
Huh?
יש שני כלבים. אחד מהם כבר המשיך את הזרה בארץ.
זהוס או זהוס, איך קראו לו?
יש לי ארוס ויש לי צ'ופי.
ארוס.
זוס אצל יניב, פשוטה שלי שעבר מעסקים, יחד עם אטלה של אפילפסיה אפשר להחליט ביניהם, קשה מאוד. ויניב ואני לא מדברים יותר.
די.
כן, כן.
אלם.
היית שמה את הזאת, לא ראית שאנחנו טילים מקודם תל אביב?
לא, פספסתי.
רגע.
Dan, I sent you a message.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Very weird, I don't see the message though. Wait, let me click on it.
That's happening all day to me.
I saw it coming and disappeared, but I went on your profile and I just clicked hit message, so it opened it. Oh, for sure.
Jada, just so you know, you sound very professional.
You'd be shocked to hear me at my job.
What do you do, bro?
Give us an
Show us your voice. Give us the example.
I can't give myself away.
No, I'm not saying what you do. I'm just saying, you know how we have to put on that other voice?
Said, hey, how are you doing today? Thanks for giving me a call. I was looking over your profile and I thought, you look like a really professional person. I'm just paraphrasing here, so I don't give away.
Yeah. No, don't talk to me.
So yeah, do you have a little bit of time today to get on a phone call? We can, talk a little bit more and, yeah, not a problem. How's it going? Oh yeah.
Are you selling insurance?
I do that when I go to conferences. I wear a different personality.
You have to.
Yeah, oh yeah. You know, the conferences, as soon as I'm about to walk in, just like in my profile photo, I put the hat back and I high five my business partner. I'm like, okay, let's get it on, that's it.
I was saying the mayor of my town, I know him personally. Like we were playing, we had a poker game at the shul, and I sat next to him.
Poker game at the shul?
Yeah, well, for charity. So this guy comes over and says, excuse me, are you the mayor? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, I have a complaint. I go, oh shit, the guy's trying to play cards. He goes, yeah, how can I help you? I am the mayor. He goes, well, during the Sandy storm, I had no electricity. So the mayor whispers in my ear, he goes, what does he think, I'm God? I didn't have electricity either. Right? But he has such a different voice in person, and then you see him on TV giving his mayor speeches, and he sounds like J.F. Kennedy. He's like, oh, welcome today. I'm like, wait, that's not the voice I play cards with.
Yeah, it's a completely different person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it come in shorts?
To play cards?
Yeah.
Does he come in shorts, you said?
Yeah.
No, he actually
Or
can't.
anywhere. When he
Yeah.
life.
Yes, but on TV he looks like he's a professional politician.
No, that's fair enough.
But even a different voice. It's like, you're not talking to the same person. I'm like, wait, he's like human when I speak to him, and now he's,
It's formal politician and has to speak in a certain way.
Yeah, certain voice, you're right.
If you go to the hood, they will say, oh, you're speaking like a white person.
Yeah. So that just happened in another room. I was fighting with 2 Arab guys and a few minutes ago in another room, and they were like, you're so white, do you want to suck my toes? And I said, no, go on Google and you can Google suck my toes and go pay for it, motherfucker.
What the
One lady got in critical condition on their way to the hospital, Madison Hospital. They're fighting for her life. One lady got injured in critical condition.
God.
Yeah, there was one building that got hit, and there were people that the thing collapsed on the 10th story building, And they don't say what they do say, where it is. Give me a second. But this building partially collapsed. So they have people trapped in under the record.
I don't want to say the city that it's in, but I think it's the same city that we saw the other damage in. We saw three missiles come down there.
Yeah. It's that area for sure.
It's our area. It's where he lives. I mean, not this specific place.
I say if you can just share his location in the chat.
No, I'm just saying this is his city.
J-Lo.
The city is from.
The problem and the solution once again.
So I'm going to say
Just like the terrorists.
Hold on, Finley. Hold on. So I'm going to say this. So I don't know if you guys have seen the news, but this one's amazing me that people that haven't in Houston, well, in Texas in general, they just arrested like 205 fucking guys. I think there's a few girls tossed in there, like multiple people in a child sex trafficking string, right? And so this is looking at the stats of this. So they caught these guys, right? Now there was protest against in some of these places of the arrest, like people saying, "Oh no, you can't do that because people can't distinguish FBI and fucking all these other agencies from ICE, and they don't know what the fuck is going on." But they did this in Houston. It's one of the largest sting operations ever, and they caught it. And there's going to be some jail time, and there's more people to get arrested from it. Hats off to the men and women who worked that case. Now, what's ironic is there was 108 kids saved. 108 kids saved. Out of those kids, a large percentage were, guess what? Smuggled across the fucking border. So these kids were used as sex toys, while your bleeding heart is like, oh, the poor kid in the court had to go through a translator with headphones on. I'm going to say, yeah, there's still about 300,000 kids missing in this fucking country that we're aware of were smuggled over the border. And we're still trying to find them. We've got 108. You care, like, how else do you want the courts, people that want to deal with this? The kid had a translator on. The judge was talking through it. He had headphones on so that he could speak to the translator and understand what was being communicated back. And the kids do have to answer questions because, unfortunately, and this is going to, case in point, we have a problem in this country where we have degenerates that are allowed to go out there and purchase a fucking child from across the border as if they're ordering a burrito from fucking Taco Bell.
We're on the same team, Brad. I just want to say, yeah, we're on the same team, baby. I hear you because the two things can be right at the same time. In this case, we're on the same team, you know?
Yeah,
It's sorry.
Yeah, my heart ain't bleeding for criminals, right? I'm talking about workers. I was talking about workers.
Exactly.
I'm also talking about families. Like, I understand that they're child traffickers. I'm not talking about them. I'm making a distinction, right? The target, which it should be, violent freaking criminals, which includes a trafficker is a violent criminal. But if you are going to people's work sites where they are working and round them up for work, like, them people ain't criminals. Criminals ain't going to work. That's what I'm
going to use the same appeal to emotion that you did, Brad, against you. You ready? I'm doing this in a joking manner.
People are at Home Depot with their run because the ones that did get rounded up, you'd actually be surprised because guess what? They actually helped him to finding out where these kids were. So that's where you're like, I'm sitting here laughing at this because those tips and those arrests are actually leading to further charges.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna do this in a joking manner. Remember, this administration is hiding sex traffickers because of the Epstein list. So the bleeding heart that the Republicans have about patching these sex traffickers and child traffickers are not applying the same logic when they're talking about their president in chief. Circular reasoning, like no one here would ever be in the defense of, well, actually,
okay, so let's talk about the Epstein list. So let's talk about it. You had an administration that wanted to fucking use the RICO Act in Georgia that made
They kicked me from the Israeli room. It's kind of funny. It's like I'm hated by everybody.
YouTube or anything like that, because that would be like.
That's up to you two. Okay. No, to be honest, I don't like gay like.
Well.
Anyway, like I prefer like informally like that he's come here to talk to you about the thing.
Hey guy.
Even in your room, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm down to have like a more low key thing, like just talking about it.
Yeah. No, generally, you know what it is? Generally, I don't see competent sort of people have the discussion.
Ooh.
So I'll probably have to wait.
Yeah, me neither. It's usually like him and thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's like usually bringing up these under determination.
This is true. Wait, where's Andrew? Oh fuck, look at him running. I wanna go. Look, framing! Framing hurts my feelings! It's so mean! So mean to be framed!
When I joined the high end HBD Discord, I was like, yo, I need like a 1-page document that just like has all the information, all the like, and they're like, oh yeah, we got you, bro. And they sent me, so I'm now like, I'm ready, boys.
He's armed with population genetics. What is the set like? If you could boil down the thesis to like, a single proposition. Okay, ready? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Here's
Science, bitch.
I'm big on numbers. So
I wish you was big on your phone reception.
Now would be like a good time to have the burner account or the
Israel has been
anonymous.
killing Palestinians for decades. Whatever. And then, Hamas was created because of the killing of Palestinians, Israelis. So, well. I mean, I don't know what you. It's so.
I'm gonna try to get a new
one-sided. It absolutely was.
With no friends and in anonymous mode.
And what, Jews have been killing non-Jews? What are you talking about? Jihadists, let's talk about what's happening in
See if I can get Google Voice work. Google Voice never works.
Let's be for real. Even when freaking Spain didn't even want y'all asses there, Muslims didn't even kick y'all out of freaking Antilles. Okay, let's be for real. Okay? Some people have actually shown a bit of mercy. Jews would not be worshiping in Jerusalem if it wasn't for the Treaty of Omar, which was a Muslim. Let's be for real. Y'all was getting persecuted by Christians and Persians. Be for real. Be for real. Go and look at it. Jews used to get persecuted in Jerusalem. They couldn't worship anything. They couldn't worship their religion freely. They're only able to do that based on the Treaty of Omar. Muslims were a minority, but they took over Andalusia. Andalus before. Before the Reconquista. So.
Google
If
voice
they were
number,
minority,
voicemail
then
worked.
they took
Wow.
It over. That's so what? And Jews and Muslims were not kicked out at the same time. Jews were definitely kicked out. Muslims were forced more south. Eventually.
I would set up an
Just go and check out the, go and check out the history.
Google voicemail number.
I'm not trying to be nobody's apologist, jihadist. Sometimes we're friends, sometimes we're what's happening right now? Let's be for real. So, come on, just stop with all of what you're talking about. And see, you guys brought up these points, and now I'm bringing up these points. Now all of a sudden, no, some things are friends. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking to keep it on Israel and Palestine, then, so, because then y'all don't have no nothing. Not by you guys one. Wow, jihadist is a nitty.
Chris 355 358 355 358. We're gonna call this account anonymous. Is that a good name? What should we think? What do you want to call it? Anonymous mode.
Palestinian people were created in 1970 is crazy.
No, he didn't.
Brothers loyal.
Here's their currency from the 20s. Okay, since they were created in the 70s.
Scary because, like, I just wonder, like, if I were, you know, Israeli, an Israeli citizen, would I be so brainwashed to, like, not see reality?
Listen, I understand it because, you know, there are quite a few Jewish people that, like, have absolutely spoke out and was like, listen, I definitely was brainwashed, especially when you have, like, you know, a culture that, you know, you remember it's like a requirement. They go back to Israel. They call it birthright. You know what I mean? Imagine you calling certain things like you know, a trip back to the, you know, this land. You know what I mean? You know, birthright. It's your birthright. Like imagine like the crap that they have you know have been things that have been drilled in their head for years upon years upon years. It's like it's like I see why like you know literally brainwash the crap out of that. A lot of people have actually had to be brainwashed. It's fair. And look at this. You can literally shove so much crap in their face and show them. You know what I mean? That this is what happens. Palestinians were created in the 1970s. Huh?
Someone arguing.
Imagine how like that is so ridiculously inaccurate. It's so easy to just know that like you can't even. It's like how could you even say something that's stupid?
Okay, we're in Amir's house now, in anonymous mode.
He asked my opinion, and I told him my opinion. Thank you for sharing your stories. I don't know, because if Russia joins, and if any of these, you know, nations join, America would be finished. You know why? Because Russia has 4,400 warheads, Sapien.
So the secret is not to look at their profiles, otherwise they can see your profile. I fucked that up last time. So this time, remind myself. Never get interested in somebody and look at their fucking profile, because they will figure out how to speak. So we're gonna create a new room. It's called Amir.
And their equipment is cheaper than American equipment. So the defense system that Russia supplies, I looked into it, it was about 800 million. Versus America, the TAP system that they gave to Israel, it costed the taxpayers almost $1.2 billion. Plus the extra for training and a whole bunch of other shit to Israel. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
But what's the likelihood of Russia doing that though? But they're not going to do much of nukes that America. That would be a side mission.
They don't have to launch nukes. I'm saying if they were to supply them weapons, including China.
And I'm gonna take a photo of his room. It's gonna trip him out. It's gonna be a photo of the room.
Recent attack. India used the France airplane, the fighter jets, to attack Pakistan. and Pakistan use J-16 Chinese jets or whatever to shoot them down. You know what I'm saying? So their technology is a little bit behind. American technology and the France and European technology is kind of behind. And China can mass produce just like Russia can. So if they were to give them weapons, I think that would be the problematic for America.
But I just don't think that's going to happen.
It's looking like it might turn into World War III. If it does, we're going to have a recession. And Iran will attack the oil reserves. That's going to, the oil prices that we pay in America. What is it, like $4 right now? $4.50 per gallon in California. It's going to go up to about $10, I think, or $8 per gallon.
Ooh, child. I'm going to start walking then.
Just buy yourself an electric scooter. And even because of the tariffs, the prices are going to go up on the electric scooters as well. Because of the stupid tariffs that Trump has implemented. But, you're a Kamala supporter. Point, he's a Kamala supporter. Stay tuned.
Yes,
Kamala supporter.
Yes, I am.
You know, Kamala, I think it's Point to said yesterday is because of the Gaza war. That's why Kamala did not win.
That's definitely not why she didn't win.
Yeah, that's why. Point,
it has to, literally, and this is going to sound so simplistic, but the Democrats lost because of the overly woke agenda, the overly politically correct language, the talking down to men. I mean, in their immigration policy, Americans back in the election, Palestine and what was going on wasn't a major factor in people's decision. Because most Americans are apathetic to what goes on in the Middle East. Of course, you have college students and some that are protesting or whatever, but the vast majority of Americans, it's not on the top of the list. So I definitely don't think Gaza is why Kamala lost.
I think because of Gaza, I think there's a big chance. I would have voted for Kamala even if she would have done 5 days, 10 days ceasefire. It would have showed the pro-pallies all around America that she has the balls to do this.
Nicole, bite me. Sorry, this girl Nicole is talking shit in the chat.
So, that's the thing, and it did play a role, man, because who wants to kill babies?
Look what they got with Trump. Trump got elected and then Israel was still killing babies.
I did not vote for Trump.
I know, but you have to, look at the lesser of two evils. That's what presidential elections are. People don't like to acknowledge that.
How do you punish, let me ask you this, how would they have punished Kamala?
How would they have, what do you mean, who?
Okay, Kamala, she was a vice president, you agree?
Yeah.
The top 4 positions, in the Congress, one of them is vice president above Secretary of State, right? But she could have influenced.
This guy is streaming your room.
Who?
The what's his name? That Dodge comedy guy must be.
Must be the anonymous guy. Okay.
Remove him.
Got your ass, bitch. Can't do shit, bitch.
Clubhouse Plus.
Got your ass, bitch.
Amir, you're absolutely right, brother. I actually wanted to vote for Kamala Harris because I think the day before the election, one of my uncles called me. He said, "Listen, you gotta vote for Kamala. You have a health condition, and Democrats are better when it comes to health law and this stuff. Vote for Kamala Harris because Republicans and Trump might get rid of your health benefits, right?" Wallahi, bro, I kind of wish 8 months ago that I voted for Kamala Harris. I voted for third party. Literally, I voted for Joe Stein. When I look back, I would have definitely voted for Kamala Harris. But that Gaza thing just was you know what? I cannot vote for her because if I do, I am the one that's going to be responsible for the actions that she takes.
Well, you're responsible for what's happened ever since Trump got elected. Congratulations.
I did not vote for Trump,
You essentially did.
Why are you screaming?
Why are you screaming?
I'm not screaming.
You essentially helped Trump get elected.
Screaming.
Like, that's what this is why I don't like this whole vote third party thing is so stupid.
I agree with you, bro. Next year, we have an election in Michigan. I'm voting for the Democratic candidate. They haven't declared it yet, but I'm definitely voting for Democrat. Also, Detroit might have a new mayor. I mean, if it's Democrat or whatever, I'm voting for Democrat too, but no more. I've never voted for a Republican. My father, ever since he moved here, bro, he has voted for every single Republican candidate. I don't think he voted in this election. I'm not 100% sure, but he has voted
I got
for
an
every
anonymous
president
account.
starting
I'm
from Al
fucking
Gore.
with them. I just can't take it
Like
anymore.
vice president.
And they know I'm live streaming the room. So I'm gonna just like disrupt the communications for the next couple days and record and document this piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Supposed blind account started a multi-million-dollar nonprofit.
It's
It's a fucking piece of shit.
Exactly. You know,
We're not talking
when
about
it comes
shit
to
as
like
usual.
most of the stuff, bro, I lean towards Democrat. My only issue is if I'm being honest with you, it's the whole trans stuff, bro. That's a little bit too crazy.
That's what I'm saying, exactly, and that's why I was telling Amir. He was saying that Gaza is the reason why Kamala lost. And I'm like, no, Kamala lost because of all the woke shit. That's why.
That's what Point is saying. That's what Point.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm just saying that the woke stuff is why she lost, not because of.
Tomorrow is the parade and the birthday of President Trump, and many American Republicans who are in the military, retired military, police, and many construction workers are coming to that parade because they say they're not giving up.
Interesting. It's getting very interesting.
Finish. What's wrong? Are you hyperactive? Are you ADHD? What's wrong with you? I'm
I
talking.
have ADHD, yes.
I could tell, so mute your mic and shut the fuck up. So many of them are coming out to say, restore order with the Supreme Court. We're not allowing democracy to go down the tubes. Because Trump did another taco thing by saying, oh, we shouldn't deport farm workers and hotel workers, and you shouldn't do the construction workers, et cetera, et cetera. Many industries are suffering. That's number one. Second thing I wanted to mention, so you guys can get back to fighting for the mic. Iran has struck Israel. And guess what? Just like Trump knew Israel was going to strike, because remember, he said, yeah, I knew. He did nothing. So Putin knew about Iran, and he did nothing. Now, how does that stack up?
Fuck Iran.
Do you see what's happening here?
Fuck up.
What happened? Are you a little upset? Oh, yeah, it's tight. Can I finish? There's no food in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, you can finish. There's plenty of food in Tel Aviv. What are you talking about? There's no food in Tel Aviv. What the fuck are you talking about?
They're fucking each other in the butt, in the bunker. In the bunker, in the butt, in the bunker.
Nobody's fucking anybody in the butt.
Yeah, it's bunker buddies. Bunker buddies.
When I'm hungry, I don't want to fuck. So how are they fucking with that?
Well,
they're not hungry. They're not hungry. What the fuck are you talking about?
Calm down.
You sound upset, my friend.
We're gonna go back to the topic. Go on,
I'm offended by your stupidity.
Hold on, Zach, calm down. The Point, are you done? Point, are you done? Point, are you finished?
Point, are you dumb? Are you dumb, Point?
No, man. Why are you gay, Zach? Why are you gay?
You can't even do a fucking accent.
Every time somebody talks about, fucking gay, whatever, same gender, you always fucking come with the mic. Anyways, this shows a lot of support is coming from your side.
Anyways, would you say that you're aligned with Iran? Do you think that Israel should take it easy on Iran?
Israel should not have done this, attack in the first place. So, Israel is responsible for it. It's a self-inflicted attack.
You would say that Iran has been attacking Israel for years by their support, financial support for Hamas and Hezbollah?
No.
Do you not
hold on, Zach, one point at a time. You can't fucking go on a long monologue. You said Hezbollah did the attack. I want to clarify this.
I didn't go on a monologue. I'm just asking questions.
Hold on. Hezbollah was created in 1982 to fight the Israelis, by the way. They occupied Lebanon. You should look into it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like all these rooms, he's recording the room. He's recording us.
Okay, but who's funding Hezbollah?
Some funding they get it from Iran, some funding from their own local government. They have a lot of their own.
So they get their funding from Iran.
Some.
So Iran is basically. So what about Hamas? Where do they get their funding from?
Hamas, they get funding from all over the place. People send money. Netanyahu funded Hamas.
Does Hamas get any funding from?
Do you want it? You want the testimony? No, they got funded from Netanyahu.
What about the Houthis? Do you think the Houthis get money from Iran?
Houthis actually build their own hypersonic missiles. They did learn from Iran.
What did they build them out of? What did they build them out of?
They have their own manufacturing facility where they build it.
You don't think
even Hamas.
Do you think that Iran should be able to have a nuclear weapon if they've been saying for years that as soon as they have a nuclear weapon they're going to destroy Israel? Do you think that's appropriate? Are you done, Lemire?
Why are you shouting? Dang, motherfucker, shut up. Holy fucking smokes.
Is it Sam? Sam, come on up. Are you just
going to ignore my question?
Hang on a second.
Stop shouting, bro. You're making my ears hurt. Damn.
I'm not shouting.
Yes, you are, bro. You're making my ears hurt.
Hey, what's up, Royal? Looks like that idiot, what's his name, is recording my room. What's his idiot's name?
The comedy guy.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think
Why don't you just boot him out?
We can't. He's on anonymous.
Oh, that sucks for you.
Actually, what did you say, Royal?
Why do you have a problem with your room being recorded? Why does that bother you that your room is recorded? Why does that bother you?
Okay, let's see this account. Block that account, all the mods, and then you can start your room over.
He has like 100 of these accounts.
He's got the
Wait. Who should I block?
That's your buddy, Zach. You know who that guy is, right? What's his name?
Wait, who should I block?
Hold on, I'll
Who should I block?
He's talking about Edmund, Zach.
Oh, who should I? Okay, but how do we block it?
You can.
Oh, you can't. Oh, another win for Edmund.
He's a low-leg.
At least he's not a 72-year-old fucking incel who's obsessed with hating the Jews and supporting the bloodthirsty genocide of the Jewish.
Oh my God. At least he knows what a vagina looks like.
I know what your mother's vagina looks like.
You know, that's a difference between you and
I
that
love
person.
how every time you start to make some logical points.
This is fucking just too funny.
You're a stupid all of you guys are gonna get hit with a fucking airstrike.
Yeah. I don't think
You got hit with an airstrike.
Hold on a second, Zach. Did you open the door for that person with a vagina, or did they open the door?
Why are you trolling me about my sex life, you hateful piece of shit?
Was it a vagina or was it a dick? What was it?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know why you're talking about
Was it a vagina?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you're gonna be blown apart in an airstrike and you're gonna go to hell when you're done.
So, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on, Minister, please hang on, please. So, please mute up respectfully. So, if you didn't know what a vagina looks like,
I don't know why you're asking me about a vagina, you fucking faggot. Stop talking to me about penises and vaginas. That has nothing to
do with the conversation? Why are you talking to me about sex? You're a dirty old man. You're a fucking weirdo. I'm not gonna respond to that anymore. You're not allowed to talk to me about penises and vaginas. We're talking about the war with Iran and your penises and vaginas. You're a fucking weirdo.
Can somebody mute him?
You're making yourself look weird.
Zach, if you
Say
didn't
something
know,
else about vaginas, Amir.
Okay.
Oh,
If you
say
didn't know,
something else about vagina.
Hold on. If you didn't know what a dick and a penis, a vagina looks like, then how do you know I'm a Jew hater? That's my question.
Vagina.
How do you know I'm a Jew hater?
Can you stop?
Vagina.
Listen.
Hey,
Vagina. Penis. Penis and vagina.
Zach, you're the one that had a problem. You had a question mark. You didn't know it was a vagina or a penis.
You want a vagina?
And then you have the balls to come up here and call me a Jew hater. I'm not a Jew hater. I have a problem with Zionism. I have a problem with Zionism. So this is the problem with Zionists.
You're gonna get fucked in your vagina. Zionism is gonna fuck you when you die. You're gonna get fucked in your vagina. You're gonna get fucked inside of your vagina.
No, bro.
Somebody's gonna fuck you in your vagina.
No, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens to Zach. Zach didn't know about vagina and penis, and then he
I
comes
don't
up
know
here
why
and
you're
wants
talking to me about
wants to call me a Jew
vagina
hater.
and penis. You're a fucking weird old man. You're a
You're the one that
72-year-old
decided to share that
man.
information
You're on a
with us.
chat room app. You have a room open about the war in Israel, but because you cannot hang with me intellectually, because I'm smarter than you, and I'm better at debate than you, because I make better arguments than you, because I'm a better